Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 3, and we are going to be start our journey on the service now. Okay, before I go and speak about service now, let's discuss about a tool. What do you think? What is MS Word? What that purpose for MS Word? Anybody can answer. What is MS Excel? What is
Microsoft Excel, a
okay?
program.
Okay.
Tool.
Tool. When you say tool, what do you mean by the word tool? Can I say my phone is a tool? Yeah, tell me, can I say my phone is a tool?
Yes.
Okay. So Namrata put what I can say a word here tool. So can you define Namrata a little bit more about this tool?
Mm, Tool helps to perform particular function
Okay.
or particular job. Like
Okay.
Excel, we can do like multiple jobs. So that's tool.
What do you mean by the word job? And why are you bringing the word job in the picture?
A task.
Yeah.
What?
So mm,
I want to understand that why you pick up the word called job, then you say tool. What intention you have in the background?
job is something like a task or work, piece of work, what we
Okay,
want to perform.
okay,
Or tool is something like which we use to perform that particular work or task.
okay. Pooja, you can close the video. That's fine. Okay. Uh, what other things you can add here with your definition? It's tool or it's this thing. I can say job. What other things you can say? Rajesh, what are your thoughts?
जॉब
Good, Pooja. Good, Pooja.
जॉब जॉब वो टास्क हुआ जिसको हम लोग पेड जो
You,
पेड होता है
Pooja, let's be in English because there's a few more guys who are from not from India. So for their betterment, let's speak it in Hindi. Sorry, English only.
जॉब इज पर्टिकुलर टास्क which
Hmm.
can which is paid.
Okay, okay. Rajesh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think maybe very similar to what no she is saying. Um, Uh, yeah, no, it can perform a set of no tasks. No, it can perform
Mhm.
yeah a set of jobs probably you can achieve.
Okay.
I
So
can add like
sure,
Excel is something like application also.
so it's not a tool, it's application. Then
Yeah.
what's that? Is a tool or application?
Tool, like tool is something which we held in our hand, according to me, and
Okay.
application is something like which we use in system. So
Okay.
yeah,
So if you use the online banking, it's a tool or it's an application?
application, online banking, yeah,
Okay.
software, yeah.
Okay. So it means you're classifying something software as a application or a tool. If this
Uh,
is the case, if this is the case, then if you pick up any of the job description, they
mhm.
mention that you should know ServiceNow tool. Why they are not saying that you should know ServiceNow application?
So I mean, for me, I don't know. I would say like a tool is something that you have to learn. You have to know
Okay.
how to use it in order to perform your task. where an
Okay.
application you could kind of just pick it up and it is the entity of like the application is just it's an entity. Like that's where
So
all the
it
stuff
means
is.
to use the application. I should not know that how to use it.
Well, you should still know how to use it. I'm just saying that the application is kind of like uh it is what is performing,
Mhm.
and you still have to know how to use it, but that would turn
Okay.
it into more of a tool for you. I don't know.
I'm,
Sounded better in
I
my head.
would say,
So so this is a this is what where as a business analyst we stuck, because Namrata think that she know about this thing and she put words here. Atul, it's a tool, it's a job. Then Pooja try to add on that part that no, no, job is something paid. Rajesh says yes, I'm happy with these ladies and okay with the same part. Yes, Ola, go ahead, please.
So I would just put it like is an application that is one of the tools required to perform a task.
Okay, good. Yep. So everybody has a different thoughts as of now, but we as a business analyst, and that is a question has been asked to me in number of time in the interview as well. What are the main skills required for a BA or a business analyst? And this is what fundamental I follow. What happened practically? What happened when we go to customer side or when we talk to the customer for the requirement gathering, as we are the expert in that area, so we speak a lot. Now let's take example. If you are going, let's say you go to the some sweets house, okay, and they are making a snacks. If you say, hey, how you make these snacks, he start giving you the complete end to end. We have this oil, we use this butter, we use this salt, we use this material, we use this, that. He should not give you more information which is not required for you, but still he's giving, that person is giving. This is what we feel actually. As a business analyst, we should clear in our mind that how much information is required for a customer at this point of time. Agree. Namrata says agree. It's a job. It's a tool. But now she got confused when I asked what is job. What do you mean by the word job for you? She thought, okay, Atul is asking, let me give. But I'm his customer. I ask, okay, explain what is job. Job can be and Pooja says something get paid. So it means if in a family, my wife or your spouse are making a food for you, they're doing a job, but they're not getting paid. Because it's my thinking, right? So I want to start this part going forward when we discuss. I'm not discouraging. I'm saying just understand that if you are my customer or I'm your customer, how to deal with the customer. See, for me as a trainer, it is very much important to give you a lot of information. But sometimes I need to be hold myself. No, no, this information is not required at point of time. Let's say we are speaking, we're talking about the service now. And I start using that, guys, in service now you have this. Pooja message me, Atul, I'm not coming from tomorrow. You're going in too much advance. I don't know. Let's clear the basics first. And this is one of the feedback which I get from my students as well. So as a trainer, I should know that how much information I should give you on that particular stuff. Now let's talk about the service now here. Definitely service now I can say is a tool for me. It is a system for me. It is an application for me. Okay. According to me, these words are synonyms. Actually, they have a different meaning, but in a particular context, remember the yesterday what I said, context. In a particular context, this can be called as a tool, can be application, and can be system. So what my phone do? My phone is a tool, is a device by which I can make a call, by which I can receive a call, by which I can send something, I can receive something. To enhance my to enhance my mobile phone, company added audio, video recordings as well, camera, radio, and they built some applications on the top of that. I still remember the day when I purchased my new phone. It was Nokia 3310, gray and black color mixed mobile phone. When I unboxed that phone, I got a that snake game in that phone installed phone. So now companies are giving a lot of new applications in the upcoming phones. So if you purchase a phone now, you will get sometimes you will get WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok are pre-installed. Maybe nowadays they're giving the UPI as well. Right? So now let's discuss what is ServiceNow. Okay, so let me come here. Here. Okay, these are the standard slides which I'm using for a long time now, but we discuss very less about this. We discuss points from this. So now it is fundamentally clear to us that boss ServiceNow is a tool, is an application where you can record something. How many of you remember in the old days when there was no mobile phone? Yes, there was no mobile phone, and we have that trunk calls phone where you in the round circle you then one number dial, then second number dial. But everybody who has this landline in their phone, under that landline device, there is a diary which contains everybody's phone number. Mother, father, sister, mosi, uncle, auntie, chachi, everybody's phone number. This is what another tool. That was what another device. Which we use that diary, that notebook was only and only used to save the numbers. You are not going to make a bill on that diary. No, that was just totally to use to save the numbers. Then diaries industry, this paper industry also be creative. They start giving the diaries which contains the alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, so that you can add the number with the person name in a specific page only. But ultimately, what was that? That was a tool to record your data. And then we put the data and keep it for the time being. My father used to have that diary, and they have addresses as well, because that time there was no WhatsApp. If I have some function at my home, we have to pick up that diary and say, okay, what is the address of this particular person, and then write on the invitation card. I'm sure everybody from that age know that how these things look so interesting. That time we remember the contact numbers, the phone numbers you remember in your mind, but then mobile came into the picture. They replace landlines completely. They replace the diaries completely. And now everything we are storing in the mobile phone. We don't remember even, or we don't remember. Yes, don't know is not the right word. Don't remember our parents' contact number as well, because it is stored. That's it. So in this case, I say that ServiceNow. Here the ServiceNow is a two folds, I can say. ServiceNow is a company as well, and ServiceNow is the tool as well. Okay, if you see that ServiceNow is not too old, if I tell you practically, but they came into the picture and they are on the journey of their growth in the last few years. I can say 5-6 years mostly. Because when I started my journey in ServiceNow in 2015, yes, in 2015, if you know ServiceNow incident change and problem, you know everything. People say, oh my God, you are expert. It was the trend at that time. And that time, generally in the market, ServiceNow was considered as a ticketing tool. If someone asks me today, hey, ServiceNow is a ticketing tool, I show him a complete picture. And then I ask that, where is the ticketing here? Tell me now. We have a ServiceNow has a lot of scope here. I'm not putting, and I want to put a disclaimer very clearly here, guys. I'm not putting or the pushing the sales pitch of ServiceNow, but as a trainer, it's my responsibility to tell you about the ServiceNow product as a features as well. So now it is clear that ServiceNow is a company and ServiceNow is a tool. So when I say ServiceNow, we are speaking about the tool. We're talking about the tool. It is a cloud-based company which provide software as a service and platform as a service. And now the latest, very latest, it called as a APaaS, application platform as a service. Nowadays, this word ASS has a lot of market. Anything you want, you can call it as a service. I give one example. In the earlier time, let's say Namrata sister birthday is on the weekend. Okay. Namrata called to his friend and say, hey, can you help me on my sister's birthday? Okay, I will come. We'll work together. We'll bake a cake. We'll put the balloons. We'll decorate the house. Okay. But now these things has been changed. The Namrata's friend. Now Namrata call, hey, can you do a decoration for me for my sister's birthday? Why not? We are providing decoration as a service. Namrata say, what is that? It means you just pay me the amount and tell me your requirement. Rest, my responsibility. Design, raw material, labor, what time come, when to go, how to decorate, it's my responsibility. This is what this word has existence. Now, a lot of things are available in the market as a service. If I speak from my perspective, my training as a service, it's a bundle. 40 to 45 days course, this much fees, this is the class timing, this is the agenda, that's all. Neither you speak me about your personal issues, neither I speak to you for my personal issues. So it says that it is the software as a service. Now the things has been completely changed. We started with the word called a tool. We started with a word called application. And now we're replacing these two words as a software. How many of you know, if you're working in ServiceNow, that how ServiceNow managing the instances? What is the downtime of ServiceNow? Anybody have any idea how they're maintaining the things in the background?
I think
Mr.
it's
Rajesh, go
near to
ahead.
100%.
Sorry,
Maybe 99.99.
Rajesh, I'm missing your words. Sorry.
Sorry, maybe I think it's near to 100% only. There's uh, no to the end users. I think the availability of their platform, I believe, is 99.99% or 99 point
Yes,
some percentage.
something like that. Something like that. Good. We will discuss this part. Even though if you do you know, guys, in the last 2 weeks, I guess 2 or 3 weeks back, there was a downtime has been noticed in ServiceNow. I got some message in. I am part of out of WhatsApp group as well. People are saying that ServiceNow is down. Maybe it's the local level internet connection problem, or it's some hub level internet problem. But I hear that people are saying ServiceNow was down. So now the question come, when you say as a service, it means as a user, you are not worried about anything in the background. Who is managing, how is managing, what labor, how much charges, nobody is aware. Nobody is bothered. And it says, come to my shop, pick it up and install. Now I tell you this thing, a good example I remember now. Earlier, this McD, Pizza Hut guys or these vendors are selling the product on the main cities only. Then they done the analysis. They open their stores on the side of the highways or on the motorways. I can say highways what are used in India specifically, but here we use the highways as a motorway. M1 or M basically we use it. Okay, and they call it service. Now these companies think, yeah, that is not going good. People come here, people park their car, they go to the washroom, then they order, they spend 1 hour in between. That's not good. Let's open another store and give a name as a takeaway. Simple. You put the order from the app, come to that this store, pay the bill, take away and go. I'm saving a lot of things. Number one, no need of parking. Number two, no need to be put a lot of benches or the sitting arrangements in the store. The labor will be less and saving is more. This is what software as a service. They sell it. We are using Gmail as a software. We are using MS Word as a software. And then what is the meaning of the platform? Platform is basically a base which you can use to build something your own. The best example, when you go to the builder and purchase a flat which is already built up, that is software as a service. But if you go to a builder who is just selling the land, that is a platform as a service. Because on that platform, you are able to make something more. So like, let's say Android as a platform, iOS as a platform, which I purchase, and on the top of that, I build my application as I required. But ServiceNow says, I am in this modern era. I am a APaaS, application platform as a service. They're saying, guys, don't call it a software. No, it's not it's no longer software. Software means something you download, some exe file, install, and that's done. No. I'm saying because you never install ServiceNow. You never install ServiceNow. You just open the link to access that ServiceNow. Okay, so they say application platform as a service means consider this application and platform. It means if you want, you can build your own application on the top of ServiceNow application as well. Very interesting. This is what we are going to be see when we go for the scoped application. That how it's work, how it's look like. Now I put one question. This question has been put by someone on my YouTube video. What do you mean by the word called cloud-based? What do you think, guys? What is cloud-based? Tell me, Pooja, what do you think? What is cloud-based?
Information can be shared offline and online, both the ways.
Online and offline. Okay. Namrata, what do you think?
Sorry.
What do you mean by the word cloud-based?
So it allows us to use ServiceNow on even in the internet and
Okay.
even through our computer. Yeah.
Okay. Trevor, what do you think? What is cloud-based?
What I think of cloud-based is that all of the information is stored online rather than on like a physical desktop or having to be like installed, basically.
Okay. So cloud-based means something infrastructure in the virtual format, right? Means if I say that they are not, or it doesn't mean that you're not storing your data in the physical devices. You are storing, but your data is actually available somewhere else. See, if you see when you join a new company, you get these things, laptop, right? And earlier, approximately in the time period when I joined, when I got my first laptop from my company, it was having a memory called 256 GB. And now they're just giving a memory of the 100 GB. They says rest all the details will be stored, rest all the documentation, rest all the files will be stored in the cloud, in your OneDrive. Means there is some infra which is not physically present, which is available somewhere in the virtual for your purpose, but actually it is in the background in where it is somewhere in the physical structure as well. Some servers, some databases are in the physical format as well. This is what the cloud-based means here. Also, ServiceNow is no longer a ticketing tool. If someone says, hey, ServiceNow is a ticketing tool, then they don't have a more information. They are behind the world. ServiceNow provide a lot of new components, new products. Components are not the right word. New product. I'm using the word called the product. I'm not saying it's a feature. No, I'm saying it's a product because when we discuss about the ServiceNow capabilities, then you come to know that how many products it provide. So like if I say example of the Tata. Tata provide a lot of products. They have a car, they have a Taj hotel, they are a company as the IT company. They have a communication company, Tata Communications. Means a single company has a different products in the different areas. So in the same manner, ServiceNow has a different products available. ITSM is one of the product. ITOM is one of the product. ITBM is one of the product. GRC is one of the product. So I'll show you one picture in the later on, maybe not, maybe tomorrow, to discuss that how this product look like. Okay, and now it has been, I'm not saying it has been proved, but yes, it is something like a proof that ServiceNow is more than SaaS and the PaaS as well. You can take ServiceNow as a platform and build your own application, or you can take ServiceNow as an application and continue and use as call as a software, and you can use for the long time as it is there. Okay, what ServiceNow say? The world work with ServiceNow. It means that I was reading yesterday. I was there in day before yesterday. I was in London for that this thing. So there was some discussion was going on with some other company. Okay, so they says, and because it is proved now that in the beginning, the founder of this company, Fred Ludy, there were more guys. Two guys are there who basically founded this company. In the beginning of their days, they make a product, and the name is called as a ServiceNow. They show to a lot of companies. They show to a lot of customers. But people are saying, no, 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 this is not the way that we're looking for. And now, those people who rejected ServiceNow in the beginning, in the initial days, they're using ServiceNow as it is what they're selling in the day one. And everybody is using ServiceNow in the same manner only because the time has been changed. Companies are looking for options for the automation, for the workflow, for the users, for the customers, for the consumers. So multiple things are there. The words which I mentioned, the red color, is the ServiceNow standard words. Let's say it's marked as a trademark as well. ServiceNow give you the power to make work. Again, no sales pitch, but yes, as a trainer, I have to be assured that you should know the benefits of ServiceNow. Work better. So employee work the way they want, not how service software dictates they have to. And the customer can get what they need when they need. And this has been done with the power of the workflow. Okay, let me go to the next slide. This is about the ServiceNow history. Not ServiceNow, ServiceNow release history, sorry. Okay, so let me give you the few questions. And generally I make a practice. So who dropped off? Rajesh. Okay. Namrata Pooja dropped off again. Not sure why. Okay, let me give a call again to her and then we'll.
No, I'm here, Atul.
Yeah, you're here. Is Pooja has been dropped out. Okay. So Namrata, take a note of these questions. Okay. And put in the WhatsApp group. And this is the way that we always follow. Okay, so going forward, every day I'll put some questions and you need to be put that question in the WhatsApp group and I can ask the answer at any day.
Hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Who is the founder of ServiceNow? When it has been founded and what was the initial name of the company ServiceNow? They become ServiceNow later on. It was not the ServiceNow in the beginning. They have some different name. Okay. Now this is the release history. Which iPhone version we are at point of time? I guess iPhone 14 or 13 somewhere. Where we are at iPhone 14, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, correct. Because I don't use the iPhone, so I don't have no idea.
Me
And
neither.
what was the first version of iPhone? Anybody know that what was the first version of iPhone? Or which version of Java we are? That's too much technical. Which version of Android we are? Some jelly or something like, or it's old now to lab. So let's take example of the iPhone. Okay. So the phone which you're able to see now, you're going to be used or you're using now or going to be used now has a history in the background. In the beginning, it is see if I say ServiceNow is using the agile since 2007. They're not in the waterfall, they're in the agile from the 2007. Why? Because they launch the new updates after 6 months and in the gap of the 1 year. So the first version which they launched, not SPN, no, it was summer 2007. That time they released the version with the name of the these weather's name. Summer 2007, fall 2007, summer 8, winter 9, spring 9, fall 9. So in the 9th 2009 they released a lot of versions. Then winter, spring, fall, winter, June, October. You will say, Atul, they don't have any consistency. In a single year, 3 releases. Then not a consistency on the name as well. But actually, the first version which ServiceNow launched for their customer is in the 2012, and that is called the SPN. Can you see this image up to from SPN till this point? Can you find out some kind of a similarities here? Some kind of a differences here. Can you find out something for me, please? What do you understand by seeing this?
All these are city names.
Okay. What next? What next? Please tell me. What next? This is the first question generally I ask in the interview if I'm the interviewer. Tell me, guys.
Alphabetically using the cities.
Nice, alphabetically using cities. What else?
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months. Are you sure?
Near to 6 months. Yeah.
Okay, maybe 6 months. Okay, good. What else? Can you draw some kind of theory on these similarities? I can say on these words. So now by seeing this available screen, your points are agree. Atul, number one, it's alphabetically order. Yes. It is on the name of the cities. Yes. And almost in every year or the gap of the 6 months, we are getting a new release. So January and July. Fine. February and November. May and March. So in 2014, they just have one release. And I started my journey on this part somewhere. I pick up a company in 2015. They were using Eureka and they were moving to Fuji. So I know a little bit from this area. But after this, they are consistent. So like again, 2016, only one release. 17, they have two releases. And now they become consistent. This is one of the this is one of the area which you can tell to your customer that ServiceNow is consistent in their releases. Every 6 months, they're releasing a new version. These names, Espin, Berlin, Calgary, they called as a family. Currently, we are in the Tokyo family. Do you know what is the next versions are coming after Tokyo? Anybody has any idea?
Yeah, I think
Go ahead.
Ota, no,
Otha.
Ottawa or Ota,
Okay.
yeah.
Then what next? UV. What is V? What is W? What is X? And what is Y? And what is Z? And what happened after Z? Let me show the next thing. So we are here in the Tokyo. The next release will be available with a name called the Otha in 2023. Near about in March, we are expecting this release to be come into the picture. And then in same year, we have a Vancouver. And then 2014, we have a Washington, DC. Now people are crazy to know what after W, what is X, what is Y, and what is Z. And what about after Z? What pattern ServiceNow is going to be used? So a lot of discussions are going on. You see, you can check on the ServiceNow community. You can check, maybe try to some on the LinkedIn as well. I guess I put one post but 2 weeks back where they mentioned till the Z as well. I forgot the names now. Okay, so these are things. The things why I'm telling you, because if you are going for an interview, the interview can ask, okay, tell me our service now, which release you're using, which release is coming in the market, so that they should able to evaluate you that, okay, you know the practical things, you know your tool, or you just know the coding only. Now, everybody clear till this point? Any doubt?
Yeah, so one question, Atul.
Go ahead.
When you say, sir, it was released in 2020, 2012 for customers, so what does it mean? So the
Okay.
earlier versions were not available for customers?
Okay. So ServiceNow follow a fundamental here. Okay. So there are two type of releases which ServiceNow do. One is called the early bird release. Okay. When I say early bird release means the release is available only for the on the PDIs or only for the few of the ServiceNow customers who are maybe their gold partner, who are their product partner, who are their sales partner, some kind of that thing. Means which is very close to service now in the terms of the business. The releases are available for that part. After some time of that, maybe after 15, 20 days or 1 month, the release available in the market for every customer. But now let me take a simple example. If Rajesh is a frequent flyer, he's traveling by Air India or SpiceJet or maybe I can so Jet Airways kind of things. Okay, he's a frequently flyer. Then he get treated in a separate manner. Oh, sir, you are having these many points. Sir, you go and wait in that launch. Flight is at that time, and you will get some drinks and food there. This is what the early bird access. Sir, no need. You are frequent flyer. You don't need to be stay in the queue. Come this side, do the onboarding or boarding, and you can wait in the launch. This is what is concept here. So when I was about to kick off my last batch, Tokyo was just released for the PDI. PDI means personal development instance. So we'll see this PDI as well. So I upgrade my instance to the Tokyo and I start using that part. And in the month of September, it was publicly available for the all of the customers, all of the partners of ServiceNow. So this is the way they work. So for the early, I'm not sure what is the criteria for the early bird, but generally from the Cubic, Rome, San Diego, Tokyo, the day ServiceNow release the upgrades, I get updated by my PDI and do them the same day only. Okay, and before it launch for the PDI, ServiceNow arrange a release session as well, where everybody know from the ServiceNow side, you are be following ServiceNow long time. There's a guy named called the Chuck Tomsey. He's a senior advocate, developer advocate. So he come on the some kind of a podcast or the webinar kind of things, where he tell what is the new in ServiceNow in that coming release, and after that, on a given time period, it has been released in the PDI. Means updates has been rolled out, and then if you want, you can go and update your PDI. This is what the way that releases has been worked in the practical format. Clear, Rajesh? I guess you're speaking on mute, Rajesh. Okay, let's proceed. Now, this slide talk about the licensing.
Sorry, Atul. I was on mute. But my question was on the earlier releases. If you go back to the slide where you were showing the versions. Yeah.
This one you're saying.
So yeah. So on the left hand side, summer 2007 to October 2011. So these
Right.
versions were available to the general public or not?
Yes. It was available.
Okay.
So these
And
are
there are people who have worked on these versions as well, right?
people worked.
Okay.
If you find, I'm not sure that what is the name of that person, but I read that they worked on these versions as well. That's what I'm saying. So now you are entering the ServiceNow world. Try to follow ServiceNow community, ServiceNow YouTube channel, support developer channels. You will come to know that in the introduction, people say that I'm working in ServiceNow for ages. Where SPN was the first release they work, or maybe they work in the October of this release as well. There are the people who are kind of a founder members when ServiceNow was just a company of the counted people, 5, 10, 20, 30 people like this. People work in these areas. Yes, but for my known connections to whom I know, they say that they work near about in Berlin and Calgary is part of these are things. But still, it's a long journey, 10 years. I started my journey in 2015 and just I have 7 years. People are there who are working from 12, 10, 11. They know ServiceNow from these sides. From my experience, I know that what was available in Fuji and what is available in Tokyo. I see a roadmap. I see a progress bar. That how ServiceNow giving a lot of things one by one in the releases. So this time it was just ITSM. Only ITSM. Incident change problem, you know workflow, you know SLA, you are expert. Come join my company. And now, so what I say in my examples, at this point of time ServiceNow was just a bucket. If you take one bottle of water from that bucket, you can see how much has been left. But now ServiceNow is a big ocean. If you take one bottle of water, you cannot say that how much you're losing in the background. And if I take it in the other way, if you learn just one, or if you just take one bottle of water, it doesn't mean that you know everything in that ocean. No, never possible. I'll show you maybe in the tomorrow's call. I'll show you the products, the capabilities of ServiceNow. Then you come to know, oh my God, where we are in this ocean. Okay.
So which is the oldest version still available today?
No, ServiceNow support only N-2 up to Rome. There are companies who are still on the Paris or Istanbul or the Jakarta, but ServiceNow did not support them.
Oh, so there's still companies who are using this
Yes, yes,
Istanbul or
yes. So it's like Microsoft says that guys, I am moving to the Microsoft Teams. If you are using Skype, use it, but I will not support that technically. Don't come to me if any hacker hack this, any vulnerability happen, anything attack on that, but don't come to me because now I'm not supporting. So better you upgrade yourself and use the latest version of that part. There are companies.
oh, okay.
So like simple. I give us an example. In our houses, specifically in our houses, okay. If you see that there are some utensils in the kitchen which is very old, means when your parents get married, from that age they're carrying that utensils, a fry pans, maybe some spoon, maybe some plates, maybe some glasses kind of things. The fry pan base is completely in the bad situation, but still your mother using because she know that it is a good utensils. It will not impact anything on the gas, or the base is good. But if you use that, the chances of spoiling or boiling is very fast. So you cannot use your mobile phone and you can do the things when you put something in the utensils. It means boss, support is over. You want to use, you can use. Don't come to me and say, hey, your product is bad. It is out of service now, out of warranty now. Up to you how you want to use, you can use it. So there are companies who are still on the Quebec, who are still on the New York, but ServiceNow did not provide them a support properly. Properly in the sense means that they say that you are in the very old version. I included a lot of new service security patches in my latest version. If any vulnerability happen, I'm not responsible and I charge as well. So the old car is heavy to maintain. Maybe if you go to someone place who have a old ambassador, Contessa, some old kind of a Maruti, you did not get the products, you did not get the spare parts of that car, right? If you get, it's too much costly, but people are still managing it because they want to be keep it. That's fine, you keep it. But if something damage, don't come to me. If you come, I'll charge this much amount. So practically ServiceNow say that guys, I'm supporting officially N-2. This is N and this is N-2. Up to Rome, I will support you. But still I recommend at least go to the San Diego. If not Tokyo, go to the San Diego. But ServiceNow always recommend to the customers, you should be on the latest version. But now the problem is that, let's say Rajesh is fond of iPhones. In the beginning, he started with the iPhone 4. After 1 year, iPhone come to iPhone 5. He purchased again. After 1 year, it come to iPhone 6. He purchased again. Now it come to iPhone 7 after 6 months. He's still able to manage. And now it is iPhone 14. The cost is more than, I guess, 1.50 lakh, I guess. Now he heads up, but it is out of my capacity now. I'm okay to go. I'm okay to work on the iPhone 12 or iPhone 11. You're not providing support, that's fine. But I cannot afford to be so aggressive. This is a question has been asked by the brand customers. Why I should upgrade my phone? Why should I upgrade my ServiceNow instance? Because it is not like you just click one button and upgrade done. So like in our mobile phone, you go to your Google Play Store and click on the update apps. In a few minutes, your apps get updated. The same thing will happen here as well. but it is not that much easy. So we have a concept called the upgrade and cloning. In the later of this training, approximately after 20-25 days, we will see. But as of now, let's keep this discussion in that place only. This is a very valid question. Why I should upgrade to Tokyo? Just 6 months back, I upgraded to the San Diego. Will you upgrade your house every 6 months? No. There's a leakage in your kitchen. Will you replace the complete kitchen? No. This is what a question asked by the what I can say customers. When I go to sell, not completely sell them, but when I discuss about the feature of the service now. It's too expensive, Atul. We cannot take it. Every 6 months to upgrade service now, you need minimum 1 month. It means 1 month efforts, 1 month resources, just working to upgrade. Where I'm not seeing any benefit to be upgraded immediately. Maybe Rajesh has a plan to buy a new phone. But he said, let me wait for iPhone 17. Yeah. I hear that Apple says that they're launching a very good phone, iPhone 17, a complete foldable, 4 cameras, this features. Okay, I'll wait for that part. After 2 months, it will be coming in the market, or after 6 months, it will come in the market. I'm okay to do that part. This is what the upgrade get a problem here. Clear, Rajesh, now your point.
Yes, Atul. Thank you.
Now let's go to the last slide and then we'll close for the today's session. Now this is important. And again, a request. Nobody will ask that, Atul, what is the costing of per license? Because I tried to find out this information, and what I found, it is totally depend on your company account manager and the ServiceNow sales manager or the salesperson. What deal you guys are doing. So we'll not go in that discussion. It says to use ServiceNow, we need minimum 2 licenses. Now, if I say, guys, you have a Amazon account. Yes. Are you paying something to use that account? No, unless you take the Prime membership. You're paying anything extra? Any maintenance, any charges? No, Atul. Why? Because we are using Amazon website or Amazon app as an end user. What do you mean by the word end user? Means I can go place my order. I can go request for the refund. I can go and read the articles, read the review feedbacks, and then I can place my order. So no license required in this area. So now in the ServiceNow terms, when I use the word called the end user, I'm talking about the user which don't require any kind of a license. It's a non-licensed user. But they can do only request. They can access the portal. They can check the knowledge base. But they cannot move the ticket from new to in progress and other things. Now to do this part, we have a license that is called the ITIL license. What this do? And this is the license. And what do you mean by the word license here? The word license is a synonym for the word called the role, ROLE, access specifically. If I'm saying Rajesh is a ITIL user or Rajesh have an ITIL license, what this means that in the background in the ServiceNow, a role called ITIL has been assigned to Rajesh. Namrata is a system admin. It means in the background, Namrata has been given a access, given a role name called system admin. And in the background, in the license engine, this role has been mapped with the licenses as well. Okay, so if any user in ServiceNow having the ITL rule, it is the most expensive. Having the ITL rule that a user can update, create, modify, close the records. So let's say Rajesh put an order on the Amazon. His product delivered, but it was defective. Rajesh raised a complaint on the Amazon app. Now in the background, when Rajesh put that incident, definitely it has been assigned to someone in the customer care. And let's say in the customer care, Namrata was there. So Namrata pick up the Rajesh incident and see what to do. Okay, this customer put this order, this is the order number, this is a request, receipt and all things. Okay. Namrata put her comments and assign the ticket, assign the incident to Pooja. Pooja is from the finance department. Now to do this part, updating the incident and assigning to Pooja, she required the ITL rule. If she don't have an ITL rule, she cannot do this thing. So ITL rule is the very basic rule in ServiceNow. When we go to the instance, I'll show that how this differences, how this licenses work, how you can identify that this user has the ITL rule or not, where to identify. Okay, so in short, I can say that it is a top level access. If any user have ITL role, they can modify, create, update any record. See, I'm not using the word called the delete here, because deletion is not a good option to given to everybody. If I suppose Rajesh, you are married and you have a kid as well. Let's say one day Rajesh called a scrap person at a home to sell out some old newspaper and some metallic work. Okay, fine. So when I say it's a scrap, means deleting some stuff from his house. Okay, so Rajesh has an ITL user and he called the scrap guy and say, guys, hey buddy, I want to sell out this thing. Okay, newspapers are metallic part, done. Rajesh and his wife is in office. His 10-year-old kid was at home. He noticed that father called one person. He came and he take that thing and give some money. Now his kid called that person again, got the number and called the person again and say, I want to sell this dining table. Scrap boy had no purpose. He said, okay, this much amount. Okay, give me amount and then. Now Rajesh come in the evening. Hey, where's the dining? His son said, Dad, I sold it out. Come on, how? I called that person, he came, he gave me this money and I sold it. Now you can see the impact of giving the wrong role to the user. If ITL user is able to delete the records, the son done the same thing. He says, I am the part of this family. I am the member of this family. I am the owner of this house as well, along with you guys. Then I should be able to sell this. Logically, he should not. So wrong access create a wrong problem. That is another thing. As a business analyst, when we speak to our customer, we speak very carefully and very in a proper manner that, okay, tell me to whom you want to give the ITL rule and to whom you want to give the system admin. If I give the system admin to Namrata, she can delete anything in my system. Anything. Records, logic, workflows, anything, she can delete it. Okay, and once a ITL user as a user has ITL role, he or she can approve or deny or reject any request as well. Just a short example is that, let's say Rajesh son is now 18 plus, or maybe let's say 16 plus. He came and said, Dad, I need a motorbike. Rajesh is a admin of that house. Or maybe Rajesh has an ITIL role, but his son don't have ITIL role. Hey dad, I need a bike. Sorry, you're not that much mature now that I can give you the bike. With the ITIL rule, Rajesh can approve or reject any request as well. Where her wife also have a same rule. She also can approve or reject the request. Okay, so in short, when we discuss about the request management, then this thing come into the picture, that how these work. The reason I say on the day one that read about the change management and the knowledge management in the service in the ITIL practice, that how it's work, so that you should know that it requires some kind of approval, some kind of a mechanism, authorization, so that user can go and do that approval part. Okay, so these are the few licensing thing which available in ServiceNow, but it doesn't mean these only three things are available. No, when we go to the instance, I'll show you there are number of licenses, number of. You will be surprised if you're using ServiceNow for a quite time, maybe 1 or 2 years. You will be surprised to know, Atul, I'm doing this work and this is required a license. Come on, I was not aware. I just go to Service and say, hey guys, can you give me this SS? They give it. That is the thing. Okay. Any doubt, any question in this or till this point, guys? Ola, Trevor, Pooja, Rajesh, Namrata, any doubt, any question?
I'm good.
Okay, good.
Atul, I have a question on platform, like on software as a service and platform as a service. So in now ServiceNow site, it was mentioned that now platform from ServiceNow provides an application platform as a service.
Yes,
So it's a pass.
A pass, right.
So if we go by the definition, so is it something like combining both the software as a service and platform as a service, or it's just an application platform as a service?
No, it's now in the latest training document which I read, they call it as
Mm-hmm.
a APAS. They say application platform as a service. So now, once you purchase the ServiceNow platform or ServiceNow for your customer, okay, you can use as it is. Number one, that is called the application as a service. Or if you want to build your own application on the top of that, then you can use ServiceNow as a platform to build that your application as well.
Okay. So why they have eliminated the term software? Because
Because software means that something, um, what I can say, very generic term, software I can say, but application is specific purpose.
okay.
That is the reason they remove it and they come with a new term like APAS. Even I read this article approximately 1 month back only. Before that, I was also the same understanding. It's a SaaS and a PaaS, but
Hmm.
now they say it's not SaaS PaaS. It is a APAS, application platform as a service.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Okay, so let me stop the recording, guys, here, and we'll take a quick attendance now.